Hello, guys. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Well, I'm here. It's just a short video just to explain you a little bit because a lot of people are a little bit curious about how we do here with languages. Because as everybody knows, no, sorry, my house, we have a bilingual environment. We started with English, but nowadays we speak a little bit more language between me, my husband, and my son. And nowadays I'm focusing learning French. And maybe my son start to think about learning French as well. He's already fluently in English. Spanish, he started by himself. I don't speak Spanish as well, but my son started by himself. He was no, he was playing some games on the PlayStation, and he started to communicate with Spanish speakers, and he started to ask me some stuff, and he started to develop himself as well. I said, "Oh my goodness!" So the Spanish he learned by himself. But in the beginning, for me to start in my house, to study, to talk in English, how I did this, I incorporated in my daily lives naturally. I'm not a professional. I'm not a specialist in language behaviors or whatever. I just want to make my home bilingual because my husband was not Brazilian as well, so I have a little bit more reasons also. And I like language. So I start to do little things in my home. For example, my TV, I configure it to be in English. So when we watch videos on YouTube, when we see movies, cartoons on the streamings, are all in English since ever. And with time, this became natural. Do I understand everything they say in certain movies? Of course not. But I can understand the movie, I can understand the context. I learn a lot of new expressions, and my son listen also, and he learn faster than me. It's incredible how kids are. They are very smart. It's like a sponge. They learn something here, and suddenly it's huge. I don't know how it is. Maybe the psychologists can explain better than me. Well, so I did this. So my cell phone, of course, all the configurations are in English, my computer. Then I start to do little things. Oh, for example, if I want him to escovar os dentes, I'm going to say, hey, Lipe, brush your teeth, please. Hey, good morning. I start to say little expressions, little. And every single day, I incorporate more words in our daily routines, not with pressure for him to learn this and that and to know new vocabulary. I teach him hard. No, natural, really natural. Sometimes I was talking with my husband, or I was listening one podcast loudly, and he could listen and he start to understand because this is the process of learning like when we learn our first language, right? In my case is Portuguese. So I didn't when we were babies, we don't just come and speak Portuguese. No, we listen the people around us, we listen the environment, the music, the TV, cartoons, and so on. Then we start to repeat what we understand the way we can. So that's what my son was doing as well. Sometimes he says some word because he repeats things that he listened in the cartoons or he listened in our conversations, and that's nice. And from nowhere, I don't know how, when this happened, that was so natural that he just started to talk in the beginning, he didn't really want to have a whole conversation in English, for example. So just little sentences I say in English, he understood, but he still answered me in Portuguese. I said, okay, I'm not going to force. I'm not a teacher. We're not nothing professional. It's just daily life, and it's okay. And then from nowhere, I don't remember really when this started, but he just started to talk. I was talking to him, and then he just answered me back in English, and our conversation just continues so easy, and that was amazing for me. Now I'm doing the same with French, but now he get really used to talking in English. He don't really want, but I have to have somebody at home to speak with me to practice as well. So those days he already starts when he wake up, he say bonjour. It's a change. And he asked me if I'm okay in French as well, ça va? And little words. So I just know one day I'm going to speak everything in French. He will answer in Portuguese. And then I don't know how, he's going to start to speak as well. I know that's what happened with English, and probably that's what's gonna happen with French as well. I hope so, because I really want somebody to practice with me. So that's my tip. That's my tip for today. I hope you guys like, but the tip is try to introduce the language you want in your daily life and with no pressure, no pressure to your son, to your daughter, to your husband, wife, whatever members you want to practice with you. Don't push nobody to speak. Just naturally change the movie you're watching, the music you listen, little by little, the podcasts you listen every day, and then they will start to be involved in your language world. So that's it. That's my tip. It's not a professional tip, as I say, but it's something that worked with me. So I hope you like. Bye bye.